Tēnā koutou, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou katoa. Nau mai hara mai, ki tōku huotaka ko tahi rau waru tikau mā whā. Ko Bexa hau, e whakapāho ana mai I Mandirua ki Aotearoa, New Zealand. Hei tēnā makariri I tēnei pō. Kei te kuhuau I oku tōku koti praikiti. Koe rā, te āhua ki konei. Engari, me hare tonu ngā korero, o te pō, mai te kapapiri ona. Ko te kaupapa I tēnei pō, tōku kaupapa I tēnei pō, ko ngā etahi āhuatanga I roto ngā pīketi utu. E kia nei ko te Cookie Rewards. Engari, kei kona etahi e rereketanga mō tātou, kua whiwhi ko tahi rau TBC. No? Nā kei a koe I rote I tō pūtea pūkaro, ko tahi rau TBC mau tēnei pānui. Me whakarongo koe ki inei reke tanga me ngā āhuatanga I roto I te pihiketi utu. Welcome to our other native speakers, our other English speakers, and so forth. Welcome to my library tonight, 184. It should have been on Sunday, but something urgent came up, so had to deal with that first. And before we knew it, we had run out of time to start our library. So this is it tonight, folks. And before we go into our kaupapa for the night, just a little reminder about the Send Button meeting in the morning for New Zealanders. It is Tuesday morning, which is after midnight tonight, 4 a.m. Don't be late. 3:30, I say 3:30 a.m. for the broadcasters meeting. This is for intending broadcasters and those who broadcast now, okay? So, reminders there, folks, 8 Send Button meeting in the morning. Take your pick. But each one carries rewards, so get it for the rewards. And just remember, you need the rewards where you need to go into a Send Button meeting and view it or watch. If you haven't become a full-timer in TBC, okay? So if you're planning on being a full-timer, get in there if you've got a Send Button. Get into the Send Button meeting and view, because that is one of the requirements. Okay, it's not just also, it's just not for Cookie Rewards alone, but it's also for, the criteria for becoming a full-timer and a full profile and, of course, 2 referrals. So if you need to do that, you have tomorrow morning to do so. And failing that, you haven't got many weeks left in May for redemption. So you should also be looking at your 40 grand transactions to be made ASAP, because you're collecting rewards from the sing button meetings, okay? You need that 40 grand to claim when redemption comes along. So just remember that, folks. You need to do your 40 grand as quick as and before the 31st of May. Don't wait for the 30th to do it. Do it before. Right? So, with all that out of the way, now we can move forward to my kaupapa for tonight. So, as I was saying before, there are cookie rewards, and there is a pānui for cookie rewards and what you need to do. There is also a pānui there for the exception to the policy limitation in the cookie rewards. A lot of people aren't aware of this, but they are there, and they have been in the blog since November last year. So I will go through it tonight and make sure you are listening and carefully to everything that is being said. Okay, now, we don't get the pānui for the send button meetings in New Zealand until after the send button meetings, pretty much. You know, we get them late. And because like us and our Oz neighbours were ahead of the rest of the world by X amount of hours, and so, you know, we get some information later than others, okay? So, no biggie, but at least you can remember the send button meeting being on in the morning. And if you're winning the Bitcoin competition right now, I suggest you be on the English send button meeting waiting for your prize. Unless you haven't beaten the guy that's at the top at the moment, who's got about 56, 57 new sign-ups, and he's from the Philippines at the moment. So if you think you've got it, you've got till probably midnight tonight to get it all in. Okay, so let's move on. Redemption period begins November the 1st, 2018. That's the redemption period that was extended from November, the end of November, I think it was. Was it key?
Yeah.
Yeah. Till January the 31st, I think it was.
Yeah.
So, here we go. In this article, I will cover why some exceptions will be made to the policy of the maximum amount of TBC coins that can be given to an individual through cookie rewards is 100 lifetime total TBC coins. Now, I don't know what this post is, but let's have a look at this link. Oh, you must be the change you wish to see in the world. Okay. So we repeat that, what I've just finished saying here. The maximum amount of TBC coins that can be given to an individual through cookie rewards is 100 lifetime total TBC coins. I'm aware of a number of institutions that are beginning to engage TBC, and cookie rewards was created for the people only. Cookie Rewards allows the people a pathway to abundance and TBC wealth. Institutions have access to large sums of resources and those cannot be used to access the Cookie Rewards. Otherwise, TBC would become the very same thing that doesn't work for the people, where the few have most of everything while the masses suffer. Cookie Rewards is the mechanism being used to roll out the distribution phase to 1 billion people from all over the world. At the end of this distribution phase, we will create 1 million billionaires and 1 billion millionaires, giving true empowerment to those that receive it. The people do not have to be wealthy to begin with to use the Cookie Reward to become empowered by a change in their socio-economic status to one with a great deal of means to express their creative wills. This means spread throughout humanity will change the world for the better. As we all embrace lifestyles of abundance, we are on a mission to end poverty globally. We appreciate the participation of institutions and their contribution towards that mission. Okay, we go back. Right. Also, you should know a legal structure has been put in place where all 1 billion TBC coins are in a master trust and a sub-trust is created for every TBC wallet and the coins they hold beneath the master trust. You don't own TBC. Before you get a send button in your TBC wallet, you must pass the send button test, right? Let's look at question 2. Because we are a private community, we are entitled to self-regulation with our centralized coin network, and discounters of our coin will have the send button turned off by admin. Other abusive behavior within our community could also result in the same thing. If a member's send button is turned off, they will be given a period of time to reform, and then they can get their send button turned back on. We have seen that decentralized coins tend to lose their value because of a small number of people discounting them will drive the price down sharply and ultimately create loss for all users of those coins. A coin such as ours, which is based on the principle of abundance, requires a responsible admin to regulate its use centrally. The best way to view our coin is as community property and each member is a steward over the portion. This is implied within the membership agreement. Are you allowed to transact with our coin at any price of your choosing? No, our coin is part of a private community and you have to conduct all transactions at the published current price only. Yes, you purchased the coin and it's your property to use as you wish at whatever price you want. The correct answer is no. Cow. Our coin is a private community and you have to conduct all transactions at the published current price only. Pay close attention to these sentences. The best way to view our coin is as a community property and each member is a steward over their portion. This is implied within the membership agreement. Once you understand how the sub-trust protects you and the whole TBC community, you will get very excited. Let me give you an example of the principle here. The principle is to own nothing and control much. To a poor person, this may not make sense, but rich people already understand this principle. So, In this example, there are two dogs, two kuri as we call them. A poor man owns a dog and licenses the dog under his own name, and the dog bites a wealthy man. The wealthy man sues the poor man in court and wins, and garnishes his wages to pay off the judgment, and the poor man becomes poorer. The second dog belongs to a trust a rich man set up for that dog, and the only thing in that trust is the dog. That dog bites a poor woman, and she thinks she will suddenly become rich by suing the rich man. But the case is dismissed because the rich man does not own the dog, and there is no money in the trust. The point to this example is to welcome the legal structure of TBC and don't obsess over not owning TBC. The problem with the current financial structure is corruption has completely taken over, allowing the hoarding of wealth away from the mass majority. It is pure evil that 1% own 99% of all the wealth in the world, leaving about 50% of the world population in abject poverty. What a waste of human potential. Strip away the means of a man, and that man is likely to lead a meaningless life. Hope you can see how evil it is. This is the reason TBC has been forging a new pathway. We are going our own way, centered on truth and not lies. 100 TBC coins is worth a great deal today and will become massive once we reach our objective of 1 billion members. We have 3,309,852 members at the moment of writing this article. So that means each TBC coin is worth 3,309,852 grain. And when we use the third-party calculator, it shows $8,496,665.90. Times that by 100 TBC coins, and that equals 849 million 666,590. Then when we reach our objective of 1 billion members, those same 100 TBC coins will be worth 100 billion of grain, which is so big the calculator can't process it, but it is roughly $250 billion. At some point, you can draw the conclusion of having too much abundance, especially when you understand the responsibilities that come with having a stewardship. Yes, the TBC billionaires will be the ones erecting future skyscrapers and establishing institutions of their own, and will be able to provide liquidity to the TBC millionaires they align with in this grand mission to raise up humanity. But in order for an economy to work, there needs to be some friction between socio-economic classes, and not everyone can be a billionaire. Another thing to consider is that there are exactly 1 billion TBC coins. If it was too easy to get 100 TBC coins, then once 10 million members collected them, the admin wallet will run to zero prematurely, and that would be the end of Cookie Rewards. and without further incentive to offer, we most likely would not be able to get to 1 billion members. Frankly, if you manage to hit this limitation, you shouldn't be concerned about getting even more TBC coins. You should be even more excited and work even harder to help the community get to 1 billion members, knowing that the incentive is to mature your coin to $250 billion. Now that's a massive stewardship. The TBC community will expect much from you. TBC was never meant to be a mission of personal gain only. We do not want to raise all members up. In the end, worst case scenario, you will become a TBC millionaire. A simple transaction of 40 grains worth of Kringles will result in TBC millionaire status. And it doesn't get easier than that to become a millionaire. What I find interesting is the notion that today you could do such a transaction and then immediately go through the redemption process, and out of sheer ignorance, some people think they should be able to cash it all in. Laughing out loud, where do these people think that money is coming from? We own the distribution phase, people. Movement in the millions such as that would only be available once a mature, full-blown TBC Kringle economy has been established. Think of the distribution phase like a condominium skyscraper being built and condos are being sold long before they are built. People literally are buying air at first. Maybe the foundation has been built and people are buying condos on the 10th floor already. The 10th floor won't exist for at least a year, and people feel like they are getting a bargain with their purchase, and they are not wrong. So I think I have cleared up a lot there before getting into the exceptions on the 100 TBC cookie rewards limit. All exceptions relate to building up membership in TBC. Let's look at how a member could even get to this 100 TBC limit in the first place. Broadcasters certainly have the advantage here. Broadcasters get 1 million cookies for every same button meeting they view. They would have to view 10,000 meetings to hit the limit of 100 TBC coins. That's not likely to ever happen. They also get 1 million cookies for every broadcast that they do. And again, it would take 10,000 broadcasts to hit the limit. So meetings and broadcasts are not going to ever reach that limit alone. Broadcasters do get 100 million cookies for each exchange of 40 grains, and it will cost about $10,000 worth of Kringles to hit the limit. I can see that happening in a few cases, but in principle, we don't want to exceed the 100 TBC limit based solely on large purchases. That was the main reason I wrote the previous article saying Cookie Rewards is not available for institutions. A basic millionaire member that doesn't broadcast gets 100,000 cookies for the same transaction. It will cost them $10 million worth of TBC to hit the limit. So far, these are not the ways members will even hit the limit. Builders that sponsor 100 new members get 1 billion cookies for each set of 100. So a big builder that signs up 1,000 new members could hit this limit. Unfortunately, Scammers have swarmed around the TBC community, taking advantage wherever they can. In the last two redemption periods, all referrals counted towards cookie rewards, and email verification was all that was required. Have you noticed most of the recruiting services around TBC dried up and went away once membership was based on paid status and not just email verified? Admin has seen a lot of obvious fraud coming from these recruiting services, and the change to paid status corrected that situation. Oh, sorry. And went away once membership was based on paid status and not just email verified. The admin has seen a lot of obvious fraud coming from these recruiting services, and the change to paid status corrected that situation. So, if you have earned enough cookie rewards, that exceeds the 100 TBC limit based on sign-ups, and send in a support ticket asking for an exception. They better be real referrals. For now, if you signed up over 1,000 paid referrals and asked for an exception, I can accept that and issue the additional TBC coins as earned, deserving the reward. But if you tried to scam admin by claiming all of your email verified non-paid sign-ups are real, then you will need to prove it. Get them to become paid and have them complete the profile. A true builder doesn't sign up people and immediately abandon them. Being a sponsor comes with some responsibility to encourage their recruits to fully plug into the TBC community. We're turning people into millionaires and billionaires. For goodness sake, why wouldn't they want to fully plug in? I'm just going to say it, if you think you deserve to get more than 100 TBC coins for a half-assed job on your part, you are crazy. On the other hand, if you have carefully read the blog, I have shown you many ways to be a big builder, and you can get thousands of new members and paid status and plugged into the TBC community. And for those kind of builders, I really don't have a limit for you. Send in a support ticket and make your case. If you have clean paid referrals, they have completed their profile, then you fit into the exception, and admin will reward you beyond the limitation. Many of you run large meetings and have set up a good system to sign up thousands of people. Or perhaps you have partnered with a number of merchants and they pass out your business cards. I could go along with that as long as you followed up with each that signed up. Some sales funnels could also produce thousands of paid referrals. So like I said, all exceptions relate to building up memberships in TBC. We will look at each situation on a case-by-case basis. This article will be required reading if you present a case through the help desk, and we will investigate. Honesty is the best policy. Now that's good for those, who have built and who have over 100 TBC coins in their wallet right now. And if you have, you need to be looking and reading at this and and try and see if you fit the exceptions to the rule. And like to say again, honesty is the best policy. So if you don't think that you've got them honestly, okay, you will not present your case. You will just write it out. But those who have a genuine case, yes, by all means, go for it. We have, like they say, 1,000 referrals that are all paid. Go for it. Okay? Right. Now, that's just about me. Up. So, also, while we're on the send button, talking about the send button and the new requirement for you that you go into your Kringle case this side, and yes, going to Kringle Case back office, enter the education on your dashboard, go to the bottom and you'll see send button questionnaire. If you have not done this, completed this, then I suggest you do it and do it ASAP. Okay, because that's a new requirement at the moment. So make sure you do that. If you're in doubt and you're in the team, hey, send me a post and we'll have a look at it. Okay, and see what we can do and find out whether you have done it or not. So, folks, that's me for another night and another topic tomorrow night. Same time, same place. And I'd just like to say thank you to Sister Carol and Brother Shahad, a Bangla brother, and of course Sister Violet for tuning in and getting us inspired, hopefully, or picking up on the little things that you need to still be doing. Okay? And don't forget that you need to start thinking about the egg grain if you haven't already. Egg grain free if you haven't already done so. And otherwise you can sit that out until your current registration fee expires. Okay, so there's much to consider. So thanks once again, folks, for sacrificing your 30 minutes to be part of this live, and same again tomorrow night. If you're interested, be there. So have a good warm night tonight and keep mahana like me, all wrapped up, and couldn't wish for better days to happen. But hey, winter's slowly coming, and so we need to be prepared. So that's it, folks, for tonight. Be safe in whatever you do, wherever you travel, and peace to you all. Thank you.